Okay, hi, and welcome back to All Things Equilateral. You guys, it's perfect fall weather out here. I have nothing to complain about weather-wise, and I just have one thing to say. Thank you so much. August has just gone by in a blur, so this is indeed my August book haul. But I wanted to pause for a moment and thank you all for sticking with me for 2 years, because you see, I forgot. I actually celebrated a booktube anniversary, and it's been 2 years since my very first unboxing with Kat. She was so little then, and it's just been a fun journey, and thanks so much for sticking with me and, you know, making my little bookwormish moments happen. Thanks so much to all of you who have just recently joined me because of the Contemporary-a-thon video that I just uploaded with my husband. I'll put it up here in case you haven't seen it. It's my Contemporary-a-thon TBR, and the Contemporary-a-thon starts today. I will have a little giveaway coming up soon, so stay tuned, you know, just to celebrate 2 whole years. We're going on to 3. I'm so excited. Anyway, August book haul. I blame the start of school for me kind of, you know, forgetting all about it, and truth be told, I just pile all my book hauls up in a chair here in the family room in front of the shelf, and now they're all confused, like September, August, which is it? My husband, bless his heart, picked this up from my pile when he was looking for, I think it was like a dark thriller or something, a dark story. And it's Our House by Louise Candlish. This is the UK copy, and it's about this woman one day who goes home to her house and finds out that strangers have moved in, and like everything she knows is gone. And so she is plunged into terror and confusion. This will probably terrify me for days. This is also on my Contemporary-a-thon TBR. It is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. I started reading this, I think in July, and then I stopped. And I'm gonna pick it up again because it's out on Netflix. And I read about the first maybe 30, 40 pages, and it was really good. It's about a journalist discovering, I think, this book society right after post-World War II? Right after World War II, London. And I love stories about World War II, but what I love most about them is how people survived in the ultimate chaos and destruction. And one of the ways was through escapism, same way that we're all surviving these days. And by escapism, I meant escape into books. This next book, I haven't even read the first book, but it's gotten such huge buzz, and I'm a huge fan of fairy tales, as you know, and of course, being Slavic, I love Slavic lore, and this is, I think, Russian based. It's based on the Rumpelstiltskin spinning gold out of wheat. Wasn't it wheat? Anyway, it is the sequel or the follow-up or the companion novel to Uprooted by Naomi Novik. It is called Spinning Silver. And look, you guys, you can kind of see the silver letters. This is the UK edition. This next book, I discovered the author in the middle of my Twilight, waiting for the next book, you know, fangirl moments. And it was a contemporary, it was a YA contemporary, and it had been, decades since I had read a YA contemporary book. And I picked this up because Stephanie Meyer said, oh my gosh, drop everything, you have to read it. It was called Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac. And I found it delightful and funny and just really true to life characters. It was really well written. Well, the author has written many books since then, and I truthfully have not read any of them. Isn't that sad? I've been meaning to, but this one, Young Jane Young by Gabrielle Zevin, I'm definitely going to read. It kind of has a Monica Lewinsky political vibe, and seeing as I'm just so into that these days, it will be, I think, a very good read. It's gotten tremendous buzz and great reviews. This next book, truth be told, I picked up partially because I really like the cover and I really like the title. It's called An Unkindness of Magicians, and it's by Kat Howard. And it's about New York society, but there's like a magical realism to it all. So if you think about it, you know, there are layers of society in New York anyway, and then you add magic into it, so it's got to be good. This next book kept popping up whenever I went to Book Depository, which my husband will tell you is quite often. It's called The Lido, and it's by Libby Page. And this is actually a debut novel. It's about friendship between two women who join forces to save a town pool. I love nothing more than small town stories, and I think this one will fit the bill. It's also due like very soon. I gotta read this ASAP. So this book I bought because of the author and because of the plot. It just sounds so truthfully kind of like claustrophobic, and sometimes I love relationships that are like that, where people keep running into each other and they just can't be pushed apart or, you know, severed to lead normal lives away from each other. It's called Floored, and it's When Seven Lives Collide. It's written by 7 authors. Yes, I had to count. One of them is Holly Bourne, and her books become highly, highly recommended. I think I have like 3 of them on my TBR shelves, but it's about these 7 strangers that meet in an elevator, and they come back to that same elevator year after year. This next book, I really enjoyed the first book in the series, and the author is always excellent. She wrote Alex and Eliza, A Love Story, and this is the follow-up to it called Love and War. Melissa de la Cruz, more Alexander Hamilton, and Eliza Schuyler, always in our lives. And as you saw from that big sticker, that was from the Barnes & Noble sale where they had the 50% off for members. So I picked up Marie Lou's War Cross because it was 50% off, and I just like paperbacks, you guys. Sometimes they're just easier to shove in my purse and keep going around our town delivering kids to schools and after school activities. So a lot lighter. Okay, this next book, I'm actually reading her first book for the Contemporary-a-thon. And the first book is Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson. But then somebody, I think it was on Instagram, said, oh my gosh, you have to read Harbor Mate. This is about a group of teens that meets once a day in a class where they're learning, I think, like coping skills, and they all come from different backgrounds, have different issues that they're trying to tackle. And I just thought, you know what, I need to read this right now. Plus, look at the cover, isn't it gorgeous? Okay, this next book just smacks of chick lit stuff. I mean, it's, you know, it's what's near and dear to my heart. Anyway, it's supposed to be really, really funny too, and I love chick lit that's funny, rom-com style. This is Class Mom by Laurie Kelman, and it's about a mom that, you know, this is actually, they say it's hilariously human heroine. Jen Dixon is not your typical Kansas City kindergarten class mom or mom in general. Jen already has 2 college-age daughters by 2 different musicians. It's her second time around the block as the class mom with her son, 5-year-old Max. So it just sounds funny, and I can totally relate to, you know, being a career mom first and then having kids and trying to juggle everything and then staying at home and all that. It was like learning a whole new world. And I think that if I had the chance to be a kindergarten parent now, it has changed so drastically since my girls were in kindergarten. In what, like 8 years, my youngest is 13. So, you know. We have a wonderful independent used bookstore here in town, and they're just the best. They have these warehouse sales, and I like to go there to see, and the books are like $1. They're like between $1 and $3 at the warehouse sale. And I like to go and see what people turn in. Sometimes you get these really beautiful old books turned in. This is a copy of my favorite Narnia book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I mean, it is just, you know, I feel like I have to rescue these books sometimes. It's a 1950 copyright edition, and it's just, you know, it's the usual stuff with the same illustrations, but just a really lovely cover. This next one, my son, I took all the kids to the warehouse sale, and for once they weren't grumpy at all. My son found it Look at this edition, or this illustration. It's just another old copy, and it's slightly battered, and I love it to pieces. It's actually embossed. I don't think that's visible. In fact, I just noticed it for the first time. But inside it says, property of M.O. Kellern, June 1st, 1907. So somebody really loved this. It's the Three Guardsmen, also known to us as the Three Musketeers, by, I think it's Alexander Dumas. Hopefully I didn't mess that up, but it just was lovely, and we had to pick it up. It was $1. So, what books did you buy here at the end of summer, whether August or September? Let me know down below. Also, hey, give me a like and click subscribe, because I'm trying really hard to get on a regular schedule, and I'm hoping Contemporary-a-thon does that for me. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and cut.